From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Hooked on opioids, new numbers show the impact of these powerful painkillers. We looked at seizures on the border and more deaths attributed to fentanyl.
Plus, a South Phoenix community used Small Business Saturday to help restore a sense of pride and recognition for the neighborhood.
And catching speeders, how DPS is using a new method to help tap the brakes on Arizona's highways.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening, I'm Sydney Eisenberg.
And I'm Victoria Mendoza. The confiscation of fentanyl at the Arizona-Mexico border is up 600% from 2016, according to data provided to the Arizona Daily Star from Customs and Border Protection.
The data also shows that 140 pounds were seized this year at Arizona's ports, enough to kill more than 21 million people.
Cronkite News reporter Kevin Gessner tells us what fentanyl is and why we've seen such an increase in the drug use.
Fentanyl is one of the strongest opioids an addict can find, and according to the Centers for Disease Control, the drug is 50 times stronger than heroin and 100 times more potent than morphine. A report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says fentanyl-related deaths are up 540% nationwide in the past 3 years. Shannon Scheel, the Director of Drug Prevention and Education for the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, says drug users have turned to fentanyl.
They switch from the opioids into the sheer heroin or pure heroin, which is probably one of the purest forms. And then as you go up to get synthetically, that's where you jump into fentanyl.
Fentanyl is prescribed to patients that deal with large amounts of pain, such as people with cancer, in the form of a patch. But the illegal forms of fentanyl can be pills or powders. Beth Brady, crime lab manager for the Arizona Department of Public Safety, says the abuse of other opioids has increased over the past 7 years. And with crackdowns on prescriptions, the street price has increased with it, which has led to the rise of fentanyl.
People have switched to heroin, which is cheaper. And now we're just seeing the next step in that process. Now people unknowingly are being given fentanyl or sold fentanyl mixed in with their heroin.
And since these street forms obviously don't have quality control, the effects of fentanyl can be deadly.
An amount about the size of a couple grains of salt to be potentially catastrophic for somebody.
Scheel says fentanyl is easily obtained, so dealers lace heroin to increase the high.
One of the things with opioids or with all drugs, you always want to increase your high every time you take it, and this is another way of doing that.
Also today, new reports from TMZ are suggesting fentanyl played a role in a Tucson rapper Lil Peep's death. Tucson police say his death last week likely resulted from an overdose. In the broadcast center, Kevin Gessner, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is dedicated to covering the opioid crisis. You can watch our documentary Hooked RX, From Prescription to Addiction, and find resources for getting help online at hookedrx.org.
More people die every year from smoking than from murder, AIDS, suicide, drugs, car crashes, and alcohol combined.
For the first time in decades, some of the biggest tobacco companies are advertising on TV. But these ads are different. They're advertising the deadly and addictive effects of smoking. Now, this isn't by choice. This comes more than a decade after a judge ruled the companies misled the public about the dangers of cigarettes. The ads started running yesterday during prime time on broadcast and cable channels and will run for at least a year.
A White House event honoring Navajo code talkers was sidetracked briefly today when President Donald Trump got in a dig at Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren. The men honored at the event were 3 of 13 surviving World War II code talkers. The Pocahontas comment was an aside during 7 minutes of remarks during which the president called the code talkers amazing and incredible people. He also said, "We will help you with plans for a Navajo code talker museum."
You were here long before any of us were here. Although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. But you know what? I like you.
In the past, Native American leaders have called Trump's attacks on Warren offensive and distasteful.
Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs says it would be a, quote, grave mistake to add DACA reform to the end-of-year spending bill up for debate in the nation's capital. Biggs says Congress should concentrate on funding the government before considering any type of legislation on deferred action for childhood arrivals. In a statement, Biggs wrote, quote, before we consider any immigration reform, we must secure our border and fully enforce all of our current immigration laws. We need to build the wall, increase the number of Border Patrol agents, and augment the technology along the border. Big cuts planned for the Environmental Protection Agency are raising concerns here in Arizona. The ASU chapter of Defend Our Future, a student-led climate advocacy group, held an event today in Tempe along with Arizona legislators. They say under a bill introduced by the Senate Appropriations Committee, the EPA will lose nearly $150 million in funding, bringing their total budget down to $7.9 billion from $8.4 billion currently. It's the biggest cut proposed to any agency in the spending bill.
Air and water are things that we take for granted. I mean, you step outside and it's a beautiful day today. I mean, you assume that the air you're breathing is safe. People assume that the water they're drinking is safe.
And we really are kind of the last generation that has an opportunity to make a huge stand on this and really kind of put it front and center and really strip away a lot of the partisan talk that goes along with it.
Organizers say EPA grants cover almost 30% of state and local air quality monitoring. Almost a third of those grants would disappear under the Trump budget.
Skip the lines and shop local. Bargain hunters looking for a deal did just that over the weekend as South Phoenix hosted a market during Small Business Saturday. Cronkite News reporter Alex Valdez was there and shares with us how those vendors are bringing their community together.
Amanda Reese lives and runs her small business in South Phoenix and says she's tired of seeing her community forgotten.
I find that oftentimes people don't even come down Central. They go to Levine or they go to Ahwatukee. They go to different areas for the same stuff that we can offer the community here.
Which is why Reese and about a dozen other vendors decided to do something about it. Thus, La Luna Markets was born. During Small Business Saturday over the weekend, Azucar Coffee Shop hosted the event, a first of its kind for South Phoenix.
It is about building community. It's not just a piece of jewelry, it's getting to know the person.
As a way to participate in Small Business Saturday, local vendors came together to show the South Phoenix community the trinkets they could buy in their own backyard. Reese says local vendors hope the market will bring new business to the area and also help build a sense of pride and recognition for the neighborhood. They're planning on having more additions through the holiday season.
The response from the community is huge, and it's because we've been neglected. And so it's looking around saying, what can we do for ourselves with each other?
We've just had so much community support and so many people that are so excited that there's things going on like this in their backyards.
Brown adds that by shopping local, buyers are supporting so much more than just the vendors.
Helping pay for kids' dance lessons or soccer practice. It's not going to help support shareholders. It's going right back into the community in this neighborhood.
In Phoenix, Alex Valdez, Cronkite News.
A record number of shoppers are expected to shop online today. For Cyber Monday, customers spent more than $3 billion last year, and experts believe a new record will be set this year. Today, $6.6 billion are expected to be spent online.
And all of those people shopping online today, they are going to have to get those packages delivered.
UPS is estimating that they'll deliver about 750 million packages over the busy holiday season. That prediction is up 7% from last year. In a 2016 Nextdoor survey, 43% of neighbors reported having at least one package stolen, and another 40% had multiple boxes snatched from their doorsteps. Because of those package thefts, 61% of people say they did not order an item online because they were afraid it would be stolen. And 79% reported they would ask a neighbor to look out for a delivery if they had an easy way to do so.
The Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU has rescinded the 2015 Cronkite Award of Excellence given to news anchor Charlie Rose after the longtime journalist was accused of several instances of sexual misconduct. According to a lengthy report by the Washington Post, 8 women have accused Rose of inappropriate behavior. Christopher Callahan, dean of the journalism school at ASU, announced the decision to rescind Rose's honor on Friday in a letter to the Cronkite school community.
One company is helping former inmates get back on their feet and back into the working community.
Coming up on Cronkite News, how a simple ride to work has helped them get back on track.
Plus, ASU football coach Todd Graham is sacked. We take a look at who could be the next head coach.
I'm Judy Woodruff, anchor and managing editor of the PBS NewsHour. The journalists of tomorrow face a fast-changing media landscape, but quality news remains vitally important to our communities, our country, and our world. At ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication, students learn solid, reliable reporting, holding the powerful accountable, and rebuilding the public's trust. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS, preparing the next generation for a stronger future of journalism.
The Arizona Department of Public Safety rolled out Operation No Need for Speed a couple weeks ago to help slow down speeders on the highways. Reporter Nicole Gutierrez spent the morning with DPS trooper in an unmarked vehicle for a closer look.
Drivers across the valley are used to seeing highway patrol vehicles on the highway and tend to slow down. But with Operation No Need for Speed, troopers will be in an unmarked vehicle trying to catch speeders.
But people are late. People are, rushing to get places, and they make that decision to speed.
I was just getting around.
That's why we have these unmarked cars out here to kind of catch them and hopefully slow them down. So you're gonna get a ticket for the speed, okay? You need to slow down, okay? That's 20 miles an hour over the speed limit.
According to Trooper Schmidt, driving an unmarked vehicle helps pace speeders.
It would be tough for me to pace somebody in a marked car just driving down the road like this. You don't usually have somebody that just passes you. A lot of people, they don't even realize that what's going on behind them. They pay attention to everything that's going on in front of them. She gets close, goes into the HOV lane to pass them. So we'll stop her. Hello, Trooper Schmidt with the Highway Patrol. I'm following you at 87 miles an hour.
The No Need for Speed crackdown is a zero-tolerance campaign, but Schmidt says that troopers aren't on the highway just to cite drivers.
We can go a day with no tickets, and we can go a day with a lot of tickets. We can go a day with warnings, some of each. There is no requirement as far as quotas.
Schmidt says that patrolling the highway is about maintaining safety.
I would say speed is definitely a factor into how gruesome the accidents can be. I don't want to see a kid get hurt. I don't think anybody wants to see a kid get hurt, and those are just not scenes that you want to go to. And the scenes you don't want to drive by and see.
Although DPS uses unmarked cars to catch speeders, Trooper Schmidt says that you can be the extra eyes on the road. You can call the Arizona Department of Public Safety if you see any unusual or aggressive driving on the freeways. In Phoenix, Nicole Gutierrez, Cronkite News.
A plan to add a prison employment center and housing for former inmates is being questioned. Maricopa County Supervisor Steve Gallardo called Governor Doug Ducey's proposal to put people who violate release conditions at the county jail in South Phoenix environmental racism. The proposal has been in the works for months, but community members, business owners, and elected officials are slamming it today. Meanwhile, Uber is bringing new hope to former inmates with rides for jobs. Cronkite News reporter Nkiriko Marinia is live in downtown Phoenix.
Governor Doug Ducey recently announced this pilot program, which is only one part of the plan to ensure that former inmates stay out of prison. Jamonte Kelly finished a 25-month prison sentence earlier this month.
I was mixed with the wrong crowd, per se. I went to jail for fraud.
While in prison, Kelly secured a job with R&L Carriers in Phoenix, and thanks to Uber for Jobs, a pilot program funded by both Uber and the state, he hasn't had any problems getting to work. The governor's office says this program is an attempt to reduce recidivism.
Recidivism is a public safety concern. So the same individuals are committing the same crimes. So number one, we think reducing recidivism makes our community safer.
How many times have you been in prison?
3 times. This is my 3rd.
Missy Robledo believes this time will be her last, thanks to the skills she's learned at the employment center that opened this year. This is another push by the state to reduce recidivism.
It's helped me with building my resume, and I just have the confidence and the self-esteem to go back out there and try to find a better job.
The top 8 risk factors for recidivism include employment and employability skills.
Karen Hellman works closely with the 3 employment centers at different prisons in the state. When inmates are 60 days away from release, they are eligible to go through the center where they learn things like resume building and interviewing skills.
They need to feel comfortable explaining their background, being honest about their background, but also being able to tell an employer why, even despite their background, they are still a potential good employee.
Jessica Rhodes went through the program and was released from prison yesterday.
I have a job lined up already too when I get out. I'll be starting at Waste Management. I start the Monday I get out, which would be the day after I get out. And I'm also going to go back to school at the same time.
Now, both Uber and the state contributed $5,000 to the project and say that it will continue to run until the $10,000 runs out. Live in downtown Phoenix, and Kiriko Marinian, Cronkite News.
Homeless teens and young adults struggle every day to provide for themselves and loved ones.
And when they decide to further their education, balancing those responsibilities can become almost impossible. But now they are not alone. Coming up, how one group is giving them a chance to focus more on educational success and less on basic survival.
It is currently 79 degrees right now in Phoenix, mostly cloudy skies. Now, it was very hot this last weekend and winter feels far away, but our temps are dropping and we'll talk about it next.
I'm Ted Simons, host and managing editor of Arizona Horizon. Join us each weekday at 5:30 and 10 as we bring you the top newsmakers who impact the state. We cover the stories in depth that shape and affect our local communities, and we take the time to ensure that all voices are equally heard. For more than 30 years, Arizona Horizon has been your voice and your source for what matters most, right here on Arizona PBS.
Arizona ranks 5th worst in the nation for youth homelessness, but one program in Arizona is working to improve that number.
Reporter Drew Marine takes us to Tucson, where the Home Office serves as a safe space for children who may not always have a place to call home.
Only a few months into her freshman year, and Old Main has already become a favorite place on campus for Kennedy Griffin. Like thousands of others her same age, Kennedy's path has led here, to the University of Arizona.
Something that we're morally required to do.
But for Kennedy, the journey to campus was different than most. A learning experience of another kind.
So then I moved in with my grandma after my mom died. And then my dad was around for a minute. And then when I was like 7, I think it was just like a lot for him. So then like he kind of like dipped.
Without a traditional family life.
It's always been me, grandma, dog.
The 18-year-old began searching for help to break the cycle of poverty and homelessness.
If your family makes like this much income, we can help you with like scholarships and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, I don't fit here because I live like in a, one parent home. But like my grandma was like a nurse at times, so she was exceeding the amount. So I'm like, I can't afford to go to college then.
The nonprofit Youth on Their Own not only helps students financially, but they also give actively enrolled students access to 10 pounds of food a week, thanks to an on-site mini mall, complete with canned food, cereal, clothes, and personal items like toothbrushes and tampons.
They really feel like they finally have a person who's in their corner, who actually cares whether or not they go to school or cares whether or not they do well. And that is really kind of a honor.
Yodel did more than support a teen, like they supported a family.
That's how 19-year-old Serena La Madrid was able to take care of 3 siblings.
A 5-year-old, a little baby. I hardly saw her because I was always working. If not working, I was in school, and I pretty much only saw her to go to sleep, or if not, in the morning to take her to school.
Hearing how can we help you is the best thing to hear in the whole entire world.
The nonprofit has given almost $700,000 in stipends in exchange for good grades and attendance.
If you maintain, I think it's above a C, then you get about, for the full thing, I think it's about 124, 125 that they'll give you a month.
Of this move,
which allows students like Kennedy to focus less on making ends meet and more on her musical studies.
Between alternative courses of action.
In Tucson, Drew Marine, Cronkite News.
The effort to bring one of the world's largest birds back from the brink of extinction is happening in our own backyard. A group working to protect the endangered California condor is setting its sights on small game hunters. The remains of animals shot and killed by lead bullets are poisoning the condors. Arizona and Utah have provided vouchers for non-lead ammunition in hopes of protecting the birds of prey.
We've seen 95 days without rain in Phoenix.
And this has been the hottest November the state has ever seen.
It was even 92 degrees in Tucson yesterday, making it the hottest place in the country. However, here in Phoenix, we're seeing something a little different. It is 79 degrees today with a partly sunny sky. Later tonight, we are going to drop down to 51 degrees with our clouds clearing. And then by tomorrow, it'll be 77 as our high with sunny skies. Now we're seeing a bit of a difference here in the state, and we seem to be having some technical difficulties, but it should be in the Grand Canyon up around the 60s and 50s degrees with the 70s down in Tucson. Now let's hope that, nope, still no temperature, but still in the valley we are seeing the 70s and 80s here. So currently it is around the 74 degrees here in Phoenix. And then later, throughout the rest of the week, there we go, now we have some numbers. It'll be over 80 degrees on Thursday, and then as we take it through the rest of the week, we are going to actually drop a little bit in temperature with 73 on Saturday, and then finally some rain on Sunday with 69 degrees and a high of 85 on Monday and a low of 49. For Cronkite Weather, I'm Christiana Fadul.
The Arizona State University Sun Devil football team is searching for a new coach.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we take a look at the team after Todd Graham and who the next coach could be.
What are you doing? Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse. TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
This fall.
I'm so excited!
What?
From the inspiring to the amazing.
You're in the presence of history.
The compelling.
He said, "Welcome home." It was just a powerful moment.
To the astounding.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
And from the breathtaking.
This is real.
A journey to Mars.
To the electrifying.
We're going to change the world.
All this and more. All this fall.
Oh my God!
ASU's victory over rival U of A did little to save Coach Todd Graham's job.
But who's next in line to lead the Sun Devils? Cronkite News reporter Tara Pinkley is live in the Media Center.
Some potential candidates to replace Todd Graham include former Texas A&M head coach former head coach Kevin Sumlin, Derek Mason from Vanderbilt, and Pep Hamilton from Michigan. Ray Anderson is setting a high bar for whoever is the school's next football coach. Arizona State Athletic Director Ray Anderson announced Sunday that Todd Graham was out as ASU's head football coach. He said his expectations are far higher than the 7-5 regular season the Sun Devils produced this year.
we should be top 3 in the Pac-12, in my opinion, every season. There's no reason we shouldn't be every year top 15 nationally if we do what we're supposed to do.
Speculation had been mounting for the better part of the last 3 seasons, in which Graham led the Sun Devils to an 18-19 record and struggled to recruit in the Valley and in Southern California, 2 regions known for producing high-level talent. Graham compiled a 46-31 overall record in his 6 seasons at ASU.
I'm really proud of what we've done here. We have won every day I've been here, and I am so looking forward to seeing the great things ahead for this program.
Moving forward, Anderson not only stressed his lofty expectations, but said he has a vision for what the next head coach will bring.
You certainly have to have someone, in my view, that's dynamic, that is articulate, who can really sell the vision, not just of Sun Devil football, but Sun Devil athletics, ASU, the institution.
Anderson made clear that it is, quote, absolutely necessary to have a new head coach in place before the early signing period ends in less than 4 weeks. Meanwhile, Graham and his staff will remain on to coach ASU in its bowl game, which will be announced next week. When asked what he would have done differently in his time at Arizona State, Todd Graham joked, saying he would have won all the games he lost. Otherwise, he has no regrets. In the Media Center, Tara Pinkley, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Arizona Horizon is next, and here's what's coming up later on PBS NewsHour.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour. Our Politics Monday team breaks down a busy week ahead for Congress. That's Monday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thank you for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.